Today's the day I finally complete my megabase, and all I have to do is sue Percy. Now you might be thinking, hey Corn, how does suing Percy complete your megabase? Because, a megabase typically has builds, and suing someone does not typically build a building. How does that make sense? And you'd be right, a megabase is typically builds, and mine is as well. It's not to say that mine is atypical and not builds, mine is also builds. It just so happens that I have completed all the builds, but my megabase isn't done, because I still need Percy. I need Percy so I can honor him for all the help he gave me with the Underworld at the beginning of the season, because Percy was a major reason why I have stayed sane throughout this entire Underworld process, and for that I want to honor him in the same way that I've honored Triz and in the same way that I'm honoring Tooth. However, the small problem, and the reason I'm suing him, is because he's the governor. And as you all should well know by now, the governor is not allowed to know about the Underworld. It is the cardinal rule of the Underworld, other than don't show the entrance on camera, please and thank you. And today's the day. Today's the day I get to sue him. And it's not like it's actually difficult, given that he overthrew the democratically elected governor in a violent coup to become governor. So it's not like he was elected. I'm pretty sure that's a problem. And more than that, I have bribed the judge. I'm pretty sure this will all go my way. So let's just get into it.
The court will hear the case of the Arcadian citizens versus the defendant. State your name.
Cornelius Milk Saucington.
And both sides are ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sure.
Awesome. Begin.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, your most honorable judge, I am here today because there has been a miscarriage of justice. There has been a severe miscarriage of justice. And in Arcadia, we do care about democracy and we do care about justice. We care about democracy, so we elected a governor of the shopping district through an entirely democratic election. And the defendant, as you can see, he had the opportunity to vote in the election. He had the opportunity to throw his head in the ring. But it was not Percy. Percy did not seek to be elected governor. He did not participate in the democratic process. But it seems he changed his mind, because what he did do was overthrow the democratically elected governor in a violent coup. And that should be a crime. It is a crime. It is a miscarriage of justice. It is a crime against democracy. It is a crime against the citizens of Arcadia who voted democratically for a governor. And then he decided to overthrow it because he's Percy, I guess. So, yeah, that's point one. Point two is the fact that even after he achieved the role of governor, he then did not proceed to do or perform the roles of the governor. The job of the governor is to mediate between interpersonal disputes in the shopping district, and Percy did not mediate any interpersonal disputes in the shopping district. So not only did he overthrow the democratically elected governor to install himself as a puppet ruler, he also then did not proceed to actually do his job. As such, I request from your honor, that Percy should no longer be governor. Thank you.
Okay, and what do you say to this? There's some big accusations.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen in this court, ladies mostly, I think. The plaintiff makes some very, very interesting claims, which I do believe are all false, and I believe I am innocent of all of the points made against me.
Okay.
First point that has been made is that I have violently overthrown the governor, the previous governor, thereby avoiding the democratic process. I don't think this is true. See, the event at which this happened, if I think some of you were present there as well, I don't think there was any violence there. In fact, the governor...
Objection, Your Honor. There was a weapon present, and he himself did say, if it comes to violence, I will use it. There were threats of violence, and threats of violence is enough to moderate violence. Therefore, objection. Now you might be wondering, hey Corn, what does that last thing you just said mean? Because I believe I said something along the lines of, the threat of violence is enough to moderate violence, which is a whole bunch of words, but doesn't actually mean anything, and I'm unsure what I meant by it. But luckily, Triz didn't seem to be bothered by the fact that I was just saying words, and she even agreed with me.
Oh, objection sustained.
Well, the point I was trying to make is the governor himself, the previous governor, was all too keen to give away his role. Should a governor not have the power to step down, should he wish? I think so. and the previous governor has chosen to step down and give
Objection.
the role back
There's
to
a
me.
difference between stepping down and stepping down because someone threatened you with a lightsaber.
It really doesn't help that the previous governor isn't here. Because the way that I perceived these actions is that he it seemed to me he really didn't want to be a governor anymore. I helped him, and he decided to step down.
Then why didn't you discuss this peacefully? Why did you approach him with a lightsaber that you constructed specifically for the event? In your own
It was
video,
Halloween!
in your own video, you say you must have a weapon to ensure that things go smoothly. This is
come
an argument of
on.
me against you in terms
Your
of
Honor,
violence.
I think
This is an argument of you
we've
against
the relevance. I don't think this is relevant at all.
Well, I think it's evident, sir.
Okay.
Did you or did you not say so in your video?
I don't think it's relevant. The point is we were having a Halloween celebration.
How is it not relevant that you specifically made a weapon and brought a weapon to threaten the governor with? How is that not relevant to the fact that you're saying it wasn't violent?
Everybody brought things to help with their costumes.
You specifically say in the video that it's in case Jaffa doesn't do it. It's not just part of your
Yeah,
costume.
but he did do it. It's fine. We were all fine. May I continue, Judge,
Yeah,
Your Honor? May I continue? I had another point that I was trying to get to as well.
Continue your point.
You see, the other point
Plaintiff
that
will
I'm
stay silent.
the other point that I'm being accused of is not doing my duties as governor. This is also not true. You see, I have been told by the previous governor specifically that my duties are to mediate, as Corn also said. Now, I cannot mediate, I cannot resolve any conflicts if no conflict has been brought to my attention, if I don't know about any conflict. I believe it is the responsibility of the members of Arcadia to come to me with conflict. And it seems to me that if there has been any conflict, they have failed to do so. So, unless there has been conflict, they have failed to come to me, or there hasn't been any conflict for me to resolve, and therefore I did not fail in my duties as governor.
Defendant, take your seat. Plaintiff, what do
Yes,
you
Your
have to
Honor.
say to this?
That is a reasonable counterpoint. Although it is kind of funny that your response to being told you aren't doing your job is to blame the people who, I guess they didn't elect you, did they? Because that still doesn't change the first part, the fact that you had the opportunity and the chance to be elected governor. And you didn't. You didn't go through the democratic process. You didn't even talk to Jaffa and say, hey, you know what? We should hold another election. I can see you want to step down. We should hold another election. That's not what you did. You took matters into your own hands. You made a weapon specifically to threaten him in case he was going to say no. And you threatened him into stepping down. Maybe he wanted to step down. That's neither here nor there. That is irrelevant. What is relevant is the fact that you were willing to use violence and go against the democratic system that we've set up. Your Honor, Ursula Meepers should not be governor because he will use violence as a means to an end. Even if he didn't actually end up stabbing anyone, he specifically made a weapon. Is that what we want? He went against democracy.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yeah, go ahead.
I will do anything to protect this server and the people on it, including violence.
Have you ever been competing against someone and then just watched them make you win? Like, you haven't even done anything cool yet. It's just, they fail so badly and so completely that you're like, thank you for handing me the dub on this. Because that's what Percy proceeded to do here. You see, Percy would then go on to talk about how it really didn't matter what the situation was. If violence was required, he'd do it, and he talked about lots of explicit ways he would use violence to solve problems. Which, okay, Percy, didn't think that was a good thing, and I'm pretty sure no one else in the courtroom thinks that you using violence to solve your problems is a good thing, but okay, good for you, I guess.
And yes, there was violence. This is indeed very, very, very true. I admit that. But this was only there so to make sure that Jaffa would actually give me the role, and so that we could, have a peaceful server again. And I will point out, once again, there hasn't been any conflict since. Thank you.
Plaintiff, where's your evidence of the weapon and the evidence of there having been issues that the defendant had not been taken care of.
Alright, so in Percy's very own video, titled, I Won the Rebellion, at 2:09 to 2:16, 2 minutes 9 seconds to 2 minutes 16 seconds, Percy says, I think the absolute best thing to do is to just forcibly take the title of Shopping District Governor. Then, a couple seconds later, from 2:31 to 2:36, he then follows that up by saying, if I am to take the title of Shopping District Governor from Jaffa, I need a weapon to do so, showing that he specifically builds a weapon to overthrow Jaffa. Then, later, as he overthrows Jaffa, the threat of violence is clear in that he says, we want you to give us the title of Shopping District Governor. If you do not comply, I will have to fight you. This is at minute 19 second 3 to minute 19 second 17. That's kind of a mouthful. So as you can see, Percy intentionally built a weapon specifically to overthrow the governor. I've got the timestamps.
That's not very diplomatic.
It's not. And I have said before, there has been violence. My argument here is not that I'm innocent of violence. My argument here is I'm trying to protect the people.
So,
Objection.
the plaintiff, where's... Okay, go ahead.
We have systems in place to protect people. Democracy is a system to protect people. You took matters into your own hands and you didn't do another election. Why not?
Should I be sitting over there for this?
No, it's just like, you didn't do another election. You seized power. You took power for yourself, and you didn't, if you're saying you're doing this for the citizens didn't elect you, Percy. You elected yourself. Who are you to know better than the rest of the Arcadians?
Plaintiff, would you like to call the defendant up as a witness?
No, I think I've said my piece.
Okay. May I respond to that, Your Honor?
Huh?
If the citizens of Arcadia did not want me to be a governor, they've had several months to bring this as a conflict to my attention, which again, they have failed to do.
Is this not bringing it to your attention?
Well, right now you have. Why has it been, I don't know how many months?
Do you know how hard it is to write up paperwork, Percy? I did this
Why, it can't be
legitimately.
that hard if I receive so much of it all at once.
I wrote this up legitimately, and I wanted... Okay. I do have ulterior motives, but more than that, I have a thirst for justice. And I have been waiting to see if you would realize what you had done. Well, maybe you overthrew the governor in a fit of passion, and then later you would realize, oh dang it, I didn't actually get elected governor. You know, the whole point of the governor of the shopping district was to get elected. I didn't get elected governor. Maybe, just maybe, you would throw an election to confirm yourself as governor, but you didn't. Because you're not interested in the democratic processes that we have engaged with. You're just interested in the power, and that's not what Arcadia needs.
Plaintiff, do you have proof that there has been issues while Percival has been the governor?
No, I fully rescind that point. I do
Okay.
not rescind the fact that he overthrew the democratically elected governor in a violent coup, and I'm really surprised why everyone is moving past that so easily.
I think the court has heard enough. We'll take a 5-minute break, and we will be back.
Thank
And
you,
go
Your Honor.
to each
Thank you, Your
side
Honor.
of your respective courthouses.
How do you think it went, Corn?
I don't know, I
For
feel
you.
pretty good about it. You
Yeah?
had some arguments I was not expecting. And I'm also a little bit confused why you said if I was a threat to the server you would use violence against me. That's slightly worrying, Percy.
No, that's legal stuff. It just helps my position a little, but I would never hurt you.
I really love how you were like, yeah, I'll hurt anyone to protect the server. And I was like, that's not a good thing, buddy. That's really not a good thing. I don't know why you thought that. I don't know why you're presenting that as a good thing. That's honestly really bad.
No. Isn't that the job of the Isn't that like as a governor, I'm in a position of power. People look
You
up
were
to
not
me in
elected
times
to
of
be an
panic.
enforcer and to be violent, and you weren't elected to begin with.
Hey, sorry. This is a private conversation.
What?
Silver was just over there.
Oh, well, I mean,
if she's gonna send us away, then we're gonna send her away.
I'm not sending anyone away. I think that the judge and the bailiff have all of the rights in the world and may do as they wish.
See, and that's why I'm the governor and you're not.
Yes, you're right. I'm not the governor. I thought that would be too much responsibility, and I agree. And on the plus side, I also haven't managed to overthrow the democratically elected governor in a violent coup. I really think everyone seems to be forgetting that.
Responsibility. I thought there would be much more responsibility than there has been. So far, the only thing that's happened to me as a governor is I got sued.
This is just more evidence you aren't doing your job. But maybe besides that, it's more evidence that the office of governor doesn't need to exist.
Well, that was not the point you brought up.
I mean, no, I thought you would probably defend harder against that one, like completely getting rid of the office. So I figured just removing you from office, and then we can talk about the fact that it really doesn't seem like we need a governor, to be honest.
You know what? I think that's a fair point. How about I just abdicate the governor?
You'd be willing to do that?
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything as the governor. It's not giving me any benefits.
Do you think they'll be upset if we tell them we solved it before they did?
Yes, they will, so be quiet.
Alright, Percy, we're bitter enemies.
My ruling is as stated. Percival Centered Meepers, you are accused of overthrowing a government. Throughout the court case, it's clear you did in fact not proceed through the correct channels. While the court understands the defendant, we must stand for democracy. And therefore, Percival Centered Meepers is sentenced to 30 minutes in an obsidian box and stripped of his title. May this verdict serve as a warning for future political rebellions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Silver? Kindly go make a box.
At this point, I would like to make it very, very clear that when I bribed the judge, I only bribed the judge to make sure I would win the case, and therefore Percy would not be governor, because that's all I asked. All I asked was that Percy be stripped of his governorship. This whole obsidian box thing, it was not me in the slightest. Triz just came up with that on her own. I mean, I'm not gonna say no to it, it's a fun thing, but me, I had no part in the obsidian box shenanigans. I wouldn't do that. Well, actually, I might do that, but I didn't do that. The important thing is I didn't do that. But I did take advantage of it. But anyway, the important thing now is I've won the court case. Percy's no longer the governor, and that means I can finally honor him in the underworld. Alright, Percy. So, the reason I needed you to not be the governor is because you were so helpful to me with the underworld, and the governor is not allowed to know about the underworld. And what I have wanted this entire time is to be able to honor you for all of the work that all the help you gave me in the underworld. You're the reason that I stayed sane when I was bringing in Midas. You are the reason, and Midas is here, and you are a core part of the underworld, Percy. You really helped. And so for that, you get your own apartment in Elysium.
Oh, that sounds nice.
See, the thing about the underworld, is that if you sleep down here, I will own your soul. Like, sorry, I don't make the rules, I just make the rules. Except, of course, if you have your room in Elysium, then you can sleep in it because you'll have put it together. So, there are currently 2 rooms open for you to choose from. You have your pick of the one that is not labeled as Triz's, for your own place in Elysium where you can stay safely without me stealing your soul.
Okay.
They all come with balconies.
That's nice. That would be good. This one or this one? Oh, this is more spacey? Oh, I think it's about the same. Well, Triss just put me in an obsidian box. I want to have the one that's farthest away from Triss, I suppose.
That's very fair. Very, very fair. Thanks.
Yes, I'll take this one. Thank you. You know what?
Thank you.
I'm even going to put my bed just over there.
Yeah, you feel free to decorate it however you want.
Because somebody destroyed my bed in my actual base, you know that?
Wow, I really wonder who could have done that.
Yeah.
It'll be a mystery forever. And with that, the underworld is officially completed. All the buildings, all the interiors, all the rivers, all the secrets, everything is done. And I'm so happy, I'm so proud. This is the first megabase I have ever completed, and I'm very proud of myself. And what I'm more proud of is the fact that I actually finished it, because guys, it was a little touch and go there for a bit, but we did it. We finished it. It's done. I can end my season in peace. My soul is cleansed. We're all cool. As of right now, all of my gear is in the last bequest of the underworld. Check the last video if you don't know what that is. And anyway, one last thing before we go hang out with Kat, because he says he's got a science experiment for us. But I'd just like to do one last big grand tour of the underworld. Just one last tour. You'll let me have that, right? Well, it doesn't matter because I'm editing this video, so we're gonna do one last tour of the underworld, and then we'll go hang out with Kat. Enjoy. let's go see about Kat's science experiment, shall we?
I got a science experiment I want to show you guys. We'll
All
see if it
right.
works.
Ooh.
Okay.
So,
Does it contain
First question.
witches?
it might. We'll find out.
Oh.
Do you guys know what this is?
Glowstone.
That's glowstone.
Glowstone.
Yeah. Do you know what a glowstone is made out of?
Glowstone dust.
Glow and stone.
Sparkly things.
Well, it's
Yeah.
it'd be mostly carbon, a little bit of nitrogen, and a little bit of magic.
Yeah.
Can we get
That's
the
what
exact
glowstone's
percentage
made out of.
breakdown?
No.
Dang, sorry.
Aww.
And then this is okay. Who knows what this is?
That's water.
That's water.
Water. Yeah. And what's water made out of?
Hydrogen and oxygen. It's H2O.
Yeah.
It's 2 hydrogen
yeah.
and 1 oxygen. And I can give you the
Cool.
percentage breakdown.
Yeah. There you go. And so, another question is, what is fire made out of?
Pain.
Carbon. Well, no, it more emits
It's a
carbon.
triangle. It needs fuel, it needs a spark, and it needs air.
Well, yeah. What's it made out of?
Heat. Oh, I am going to fail physics so much. Why are you doing this to me, Kat?
Well, it depends on the fire, but generally speaking, it's made out of carbon, and oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen.
Yeah, I was right.
Okay.
Carbon.
Yeah. And a little bit of magic.
I trust that, yes. Everything is
Yeah.
Yes. That's why some flames you do not see flames.
Yeah.
Because of the magic.
All right, so we know how portals work in this game, right?
pearls, like ender pearls?
No, portals.
Portals. Oh,
Portals.
got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You make a shape, you light it.
Uh-huh.
You light it. People have been trying to do this. People have been trying to get the water to interact with the glowstone for a long time to make fire, but every time they try and do that, it just pours water on there.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking that maybe the problem is that we're just using way too much water. Maybe the solution is very simple. We just need to use less.
I mean, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Wow.
That worked better than I thought. I actually did not expect that to work. Look at that.
I can't believe the answer all
That's
along was
cool.
just less water.
Just less water, yeah.
You've got to patent this or something. I don't.
Right. So people watching on the YouTubes, you can see that the water bucket's just a little bit damaged. And that's just because I used a little bit of water.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is gonna revolutionize Minecraft. I don't know how you've done this. Okay, but am I the only person who now wants to go in?
No, I would like to rob
Yeah.
everyone that's on the other side of that.
Well, we don't know if there's anyone.
That's. I understand. Maybe not immediate robbing.
Oh. But what if they have fancy shiny things?
They might have shiny
Then we-
things.
Can rob them after we have established a little bit of a reputation of being good people, so we don't immediately get kicked out, you know?
So who's going first?
But
Triss, she clearly wants to.
I can go first. May I go first into your science experiment?
Okay,
Yeah.
please don't die. Who's to say what's gonna happen?
Oh, well, she
Goodbye,
didn't explode,
Trish.
so that's a good sign.
She.
Oh, look at that.
I'm
She's
just waiting for a
gone.
death message. Hang on.
Oh yeah, we should wait for a death message. No death message.
I'm not seeing
Oh.
a death message.
I guess Bess wanted to go in.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
That's fair.
All right, I'm gonna go just to make sure that they're okay.
Yeah.
See you on the
Yeah.
other side, I guess.